Hey everybody, this is Sonia with Soul Manad. I just dropped off all of our donated items over at Cub Foods with the mothers of the Mother's Heart Initiative. I dropped my mask, so fortunately I did have this scarf in my car, so I just wrapping this around me for right now. But I know there's so many of you guys that want to be here. I know that you've been praying. I've just been trying to share all these moments with you guys. So let me see if I can turn this camera around, get it off of me, and get it pointed to where it needs to be. We stand with you, Floyd family. I know the funeral's taking place today in Houston. I've been listening to it for the last couple hours. We're praying for God's healing touch for all of you, and don't y'all know God's going to get the glory out of all of this? He is taking what the enemy meant for evil, and he's turning it for good. So don't grow weary, you guys. Keep speaking out. Keep fighting. You too can make a difference. We need you on board here. Every person of every race, creed, religion, socioeconomic class. The worst thing that you can say is to say nothing. All right, I'll turn this camera around. You can see they've already been painting the street here in his honor. All these bright, beautiful colors. Oh, gosh. There's a lot of people down here to show their respects. Businesses are beginning to open again. The community is really pulled together. You guys read this? It's a long list of names, you guys. These are lists of names of all of the individuals who have been killed at the hands of corrupt police officers. That's why they're looking at revamping all of the departments across the country, dismantling them, making the necessary adjustments, making sure funds are going toward the right training, the right staffing, better vetting. Dear God, better vetting. You see all these names. Each one of these names represents families and friends and loved ones. So many have been suffering in silence for so long, you guys. You know, at my rally I had the other day, my speakers were there and enlightening people and raising awareness, and so many of the women have lost their loved ones, and they've been battling. Like Tashira, her fiance was murdered. Her fiance was murdered 10 years ago, you guys, and she's been just about by herself this entire time. And her husband was killed by police officers here locally and put in the garbage can. And she kept praying and praying, God, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? well over at the recycling plant as all of the recyclable goods were coming through on the conveyor belt. Her husband's body came through on the conveyor belt. They thought it was a mannequin. So it turns out they didn't try to hide his body in the garbage. They actually threw him in a recycling bin. And there will be justice for her and her family. So the ladies had mentioned that as of right now, they believe that there are 400 predominantly men, but black men and women who have died at the hands of corrupt police officers in Minnesota. So this is what the protesting is about. It's getting the corruption out of these systems. Complete reformation is necessary to get rid of all these corrupt cops and their corrupt leadership.
I get the help of some strong gentlemen. Tomorrow morning we're having about 640 cubic square feet of soil dropped off. We got on the asphalt, we got to put down these plywood boards. Not tonight, we got to move these plywood boards over here. But tomorrow there will be a garden installed right here.
Oh, beautiful.
For honor of George Floyd and all the names here, there will be a garden installed here tomorrow morning.
Oh, wonderful.
So I'm going to ask if we can get a few strong men who can help us carry these plywood boards over here so we can get out of here. Can I get a few strong men by chance? All the women?
Yeah, it seems like the men don't want to step up.
So all these people have come to show their respects. It's pretty somber around here.
No, she latched on.
Oh, Jesus. It says you can't appeal to the humanity of the inhumane.
I'm picking up the signs that reach to me, those and I hate them. Those are the ones that I'm doing.
If you guys have any questions, you can submit them. Or any comments.
Alright, so the plan is that in North Minneapolis we have gardens all over the city. We saved North High from closing by growing sweet potatoes. They try to degentrify our city. They sent all our children into the suburbs. They went through extreme racism. We called for all our babies back, so they've been coming back. We've been building North High. We have a pipeline from North High School to the U of M with a program called Growing North Minneapolis, the largest garden in the United States. As soon as this happened, we came here and we dreamt and we visioned. And what we said was, there needs to be a food court here. Growing up as a South Side resident and a North Side resident, this has always been barren land. And there's always been commerce with money that leaves the city. So what we're doing is starting a food forest here tomorrow in honor of these names. So you will not drive over these names. And then what we're going to do is we're going to stretch north, south, east, and west, putting food forests throughout the city. Like we're expanding the garden. What we're asking for everyone to do is to put it on your social media site, and anyone who visits this site, please paint a rock. Paint a pebble, paint a rock, paint a boulder,
So they're putting a garden in here in the middle, if you heard him saying that earlier. Going right up the center of the street here on Chicago, in front of Cup Foods, and all of the names of those who have perished before George. Their names are right there on the blacktop, and a permanent memorial will be put up here for him. Oh, Jesus. Families are coming down here. This is just wonderful because this is a movement. This is a historic time in our country, and you children need to understand what's happening and be a part of the change. You know, racism tends to be generational, and truly it's a generational curse, and it can stop with you. You have the power to stop it. You can stop that with you for your children and your children's children and their future generations. It's just now starting to rain. Although we've had several days of storms here and there, moments of storms since George's murder. Is there anything you guys want to see specifically? Any sign that you saw that you wanted to read, or you wanted me to get a close-up for you? The reporters here from as I mentioned before, I lost my mask about an hour ago when I was dropping off the donated goods, so I'm just using the scarf that I had in my car. Is there anything that you guys want to see at all? I know it's painful, isn't it? Oh, my God.
That's a revolution, nothing less.
Outpouring of love and support, not just here, from here in the Twin Cities, obviously, but around the world, is just remarkable. Like I've been saying, you guys, ever since, that day when I covered the rally for, at the Floyd family rally there, that Friday, what was that, May 29th, just a few days after he was murdered. I was standing up there, and all the speakers came up and gathered around me. I didn't realize that. The rally had not started. And standing right next to me was Stack, and and Jamie Foxx and the family and the president of the Minneapolis NAACP and, you know, all the other speakers who were there, some of the other mamas who have suffered. And in that moment, I realized that this isn't just another murder of another black man here in America, but this was actually the start and the birthing of a movement. As it has proven to be all around the world, the outpouring of love and compassion is like nothing we've ever seen before. And I personally am so grateful to see all of the nations rising up together and speaking out against these injustices. God bless each and every one of you in South Korea, in Mexico, in Germany, in France, every country, every person represented. The world is watching, and what happens right here in the heart of Minneapolis, where George Floyd took his last breath because his breath was stolen from him, is going to affect the world and bring change for justice. Injustices are coming down.
Carl, I said hello to Carl.
Teachable moments, learning opportunities for families, for those who don't understand, for those who have not been able to understand, and quite frankly for years have not been interested in understanding. There's a major paradigm shift that's taking place, a turning around. And we need each and every one of you to roll up your sleeves with boots on the ground and be a part of this movement, be a part of this revolution that's ushering in reformation for our country, and I believe will bring change around the world. Look at all these beautiful people, all these beautiful faces. Everybody's here because they care, because they have hearts of compassion. You guys, this should bring hope, and I hope that you're encouraged by this. There's a unifying that is taking place in this country, regardless of the efforts of many, even in our own leadership, who have been divisive and trying to sow seeds of discord. There's a unifying that is taking place, and the people are coming together, like I keep saying, side by side and shoulder to shoulder, locking arms and locking hearts, with the mission of seeing justice for all, truly justice for all, for the first time in over 400 years in America.
How long are you in town here for?
Well, not too much longer. We've been here about 10 days.
Okay.
Hey, I see all you guys on here, and my flight attendant colleagues. Thanks for stopping by. I know you guys are either on your leaves and at home, it's your leave of absence, or you're busy flying around the world. So I know you guys haven't had a chance to get here, so that's partially why I wanted to share this with you. God bless you, brother. Love your work, Gayleen. Love your work. Love how you've taken a stand. Love your boldness. And we can't even talk about your humor, Brew, because you have us cracking up all the time. But I know that this is a matter, this is an issue that is very close to your heart. You are so welcome, darling. Happy to share this with you. Reverend Wright, I believe that was Reverend Wright. I couldn't see my TV screen while I was driving, but I believe it was Reverend Wright I heard speaking at the funeral earlier, and I know that they have to be over graveside by 3 o'clock p.m. there in Houston, so they had quite a long list of speakers that were slated to speak, trying to make sure that they can get them all in while respecting their time restraints. So for everybody in Houston, we're all standing with you. We are praying for you, with you. Our hearts are with you. We had a fantastic turnout the other day at my rally, you guys, and we started out with a march, and then we ended with a rally. It went precisely from 3 to 5 p.m. there in Apple Valley, which is one of the suburbs here of Minneapolis. We had a great turnout, and it was just packed with families and people of different religious faiths and a variety of races, and I just want to recognize, that's predominantly a Caucasian community there in the suburbs, and the suburban moms came out. They came out, and you guys, they're reaching out to each other. I mean, I can't tell you how many people have been reaching out to me and just saying, God forgive me. I just, not calling me God, but this is their cry, as they said, I haven't paid attention. I didn't even believe that these things were happening. I thought that they must have provoked the officers, or maybe there was some exaggeration, and now they're listening. You guys, many are waking up from their 400-year slumber. They are waking up. And so it's just important that we can raise awareness, and people are asking about information about the history for Black America, which goes back 400 years. Of course, I'm not an expert in the field. I'm just sown from Skyway, just sown from Seattle with a big heart, here to speak out against injustices and promote racial reconciliation. But there's so much to learn, and people have comments, and they just don't know, whether it's their ignorance or their naivete, and definitely from neglect, and not even as God would say, seeking out to get understanding. They chose not to. They turned the other cheek for a long time. But they want to get understanding now. And so it's so important in this time when emotions are running high. It's a sensitive time. It's a painful, painful time. But people are asking for truth. They're asking for insight. They're asking for information. And we want to welcome that, because we need everybody to lock arms. We need the white community. We need every community to come together. People don't even understand what gerrymandering is. People have no idea what racial oppression is all about. People don't understand what is happening behind the scenes in our prison systems, and in our law enforcement system, and in our education systems, and in our healthcare systems, in our church systems, in our overall government, healthcare, education, prison reform, judicial system. Did I cover them? There's 6. Add the church, that's 7. And A affects B, affects C. And you guys, I just want you to know that this is well organized, and it is well financed, and it has been happening for centuries. This is nothing new. So there's so many whys. Why is this happening in the community? Why are they doing this? Why is this happening to them? Why, it's be informed. Be informed. Galen just commented, he said, it's all ingrained, and you're right, it's time to confront it all. It is. It is, you guys. Like I said, racism is predominantly generational. You've heard the jokes, you've heard the comments, the eye rolls, the sucking of their teeth. They're just, bumping the elbows to each other and all the little jabs. You've heard it your entire lives, geared toward many different people groups and people of a variety of religions. You know what I'm talking about. But it can stop with you. You have the power to do it. You have the power to do it. For you, your children, and their children and their children's children. For the future generations, we're in a pivotal time where actually the power is in our hands within each and every one of us to make the right choices for justice, for humanity, for all mankind. Part of Minneapolis where we're in is a very diverse community. Here it's just right, not too far in the outskirts of town. And you guys know I'm from Seattle. I've only lived here just hit 3 years. I travel so much. I'm out of town a lot. So I don't know all of the nooks and crannies and neighborhoods and pockets of this city like I do Seattle. I know that like the back of my hand, But I really don't here. But this part of the city it's a beautiful community. And so you have neighbors here from a wide range of backgrounds and ideologies and religions and socioeconomic classes, and they live together side by side, and they do life together. And so this is a community that's just completely devastated by this. I think I had shown you earlier, they are rebuilding though, which they can rebuild. They can get their buildings back, but they're not getting George back. And all of the others who have died prior to his murder. They're not coming back. But you know what? America is rising up right now and saying no more. We won't accept this any longer. We're all going to take a stand. And I know, you guys, that there are many of you who are speaking out for the first time in your lives. And I say, God bless you, and I say, welcome. We need you. We need you. We need you to speak out and use your platform, your sphere of influence, your community, whoever it is that you can influence. We need the truth to be told now. And you guys, you don't have to have all the answers. I don't have all the answers. I don't have all the answers. And nobody's expecting you to. But seek understanding. Ask the difficult questions. There's a long list of books that are being provided right now, movies that are being provided right now. Watch the movie Selma. Watch the movie 13. Watch 7 Seconds on Netflix. It's a long list. It's all readily available to you, and so much of it is actually being made available free even now by Netflix and some of the other organizations with the books and the magazines and the articles and so forth. So if you really want to know, to try to gain understanding, the opportunities are endless. Does anybody else have any other questions before I head out? So I'm sharing all of this with you guys today because this is his memorial, and yes, we want to honor and we want to We want to pay our respects to his memory, and for those who knew him well, his friends and his family. Boy, he was just a very generous, incredible, kind man, and he will be sorely and dearly missed. But I just thought I would share this here with you guys so that you can take a moment and just take all of this in. But I'm also coming to you because I want to bring with you a message of hope. I know there are many of you who are growing weary, and I encourage you to just continue to run the race. The joy of the Lord is your strength. He will strengthen you. He will equip you. Lock arms with others that are like-minded around you. Do not grow weary, you guys. This is a marathon. This isn't a sprint. So we need to be in it for the long haul. And, you know, if you need to pass off the baton from time to time to your brother or sister, then so be it. Go ahead and do that, because we can each take our time and our space and our moment, and we can run a leg. We can run a leg. I told my niece Leia the other day, you know, she's tired. Many are tired. I said, you know what, baby girl, it's okay. You take a seat. You just relax for a moment. Let Auntie just run this race, or let Auntie run this leg. Auntie will run this leg for you. So understand too that many are tired and they are weary. And as we pray for their strength to return, and for them to be revitalized and strengthened and receive their freshening, to be patient and understand. They haven't been fighting this for, is it Tuesday today? Yeah, so it's tonight, isn't it? 14 days. They have not been fighting this for 14 days. This has been a battle for 400 years. So be sensitive, considerate, thoughtful, patient, but please do not cower away. We need you guys. We need you guys. Remember, you don't need to have all the answers, but come and lock arms with us and be a part of this movement, because America is going to come out better than they've ever been. Better than they've ever been. You want to talk about make America great again? This is what's going to make America great again. I actually can sense a shift in the atmosphere from when I first got here, you guys. It was much quieter, and it was quite somber. I think I'd mentioned that earlier here in the broadcast. And I'm just sensing here in the last 5 or 7 minutes or so that it's like hope is on the rise. Hope is on the rise. And it feels like people are inspired and people are encouraged. And if anything, this is putting wind beneath their wings. You know, chokeholds are illegal in so many cities across this country, you guys. As of today, or is it yesterday, lynching is a federal crime. I know you're thinking, what? Wasn't it? Hasn't it been? Well, apparently not. So it is all because of this. It is all because of the ultimate sacrifice that George made for us. He didn't know, and God didn't kill him. No, evil killed him. But God said enough. And he is taking what the enemy meant for evil, and he's turning it around for good. The time is now. Remember, you guys, I keep talking about Ecclesiastes, how, you know, God says that there's a time for everything under the sun. Well, the time for change is now. Now is the time. This is our window of opportunity. The prayer warriors are out. They're interceding. They're holding back the enemy. And this is our time. God's going to have his way. Watch and see. Taste that the Lord is good. you will see all the breakthrough that's taking place. Corrupt leaders are coming down. When you have the primaries in your cities, get out and vote. On Wednesday, you go and you vote your conscience, you guys. For those of you who are praying folk like me, pray. Seek the Lord's will. Ask what he wants. Ask him to give you direction. Ask him to give you clarity. Don't just go out and vote on autopilot based on what your group and your family and everybody that you hang with has been saying all these years. Be an independent thinker. Think for yourself with your own knowledge and your own information and your heart for justice and your heart for change. You go and vote your conscience. I love you too, Cindy. God bless you guys. See a lot of people on here from Seattle. I see we have Green Bay on. We've got Des Moines on here. Gayleen, where are you? Are you New York, honey? I see more Seattle. I see Prior Lake on here. I see Des Moines. I see Seattle. Alonzo, oh, you're right there in New York, aren't you, boo? I see I've got one of my neighbors right on here with me. I see more Seattle. I see California. I see Renton. I see Florida. I see you, Alaska. I see you. I see you, Kansas City. I see you, Johnston. I see you, Christy Erskine. I see you up there, Erskine, up there in the north end, telling me today that up there in, what's that part of northern Washington called by Western University? People have Confederate flags out and about and KKK promoting stuff. And you posted that today, girl. That made me cry. But we need to be encouraged because we're going to bring this all down. But I see you, and I see you, Mac from Des Moines. I see you, Christy from Renton. I see you, Lakeville. And I can feel you guys all right here. I see you, Detroit. Chatting with one of Raza's sisters, my sister. It's her birthday today in Detroit. Powerful family, the Naylor family. Mercy Jesus, 10 kids. Whew. In Detroit. And they are a force to be reckoned with. They are a powerful family of productivity and of love. And I love you guys. And I thank you for stopping by. I'm just going to walk around the circle here so you guys can see this as well. You see his t-shirt there for $8.46? So $8.46 was how long that George was suffering. $8.46. So in our rally and in our march on Sunday, we took that moment of silence for $8.46 at the rally. And let me tell you, people, were on Facebook Live, $8.46. If y'all have not done that at home, you try and you do that. And you think about that. And you think about how he suffered for 8 minutes and 46 seconds. We're not going to have any more 8:46 moments with our brothers across this country. Amen, guys. How are you doing today? We're on Facebook Live with Soul.
All right, how you doing?
What are you guys doing here?
Oh, we just out here in support of George Floyd and the family. We selling shirts and giving out money proceeds to the family.
God bless
Hi,
y'all. God bless y'all. Here
Thank
we
you
go.
for your support.
We got the new buck going on here.
Hey everyone.
God bless y'all.
Right.
God bless y'all.
You too. Thanks for being out here.
I thank you for your work. I thank you for what you're doing.
Thank you.
Solomon stands with you.
Thank you.
Yours with you.
Thank you.
And for speaking out my entire life.
All right.
I'm from Seattle. I'm new to the area. And I'm active in the
Nice.
community.
Reach out to us. We get you a shirt made.
Can I have a card too, please?
Other cars right
Baby, I didn't bring
We're
my
actually
purse
other
with me.
cards. Yeah, I'm sorry.
T-shirt shop.
Do you have a
We have, if you can look us up on Southside Customs Express.
Southside Custom Express.
Yep, Southside Custom Express.
Fantastic. On it.
Yep.
On
That's
it.
on all social media too, since you're on. That's Facebook Live?
This is, yes.
Yep, so Facebook Live, Southside Custom Express.
Hey, can one of y'all go ahead and type that out for me, please? Southside Custom Express. Southside Custom Express, which is where you can get all the merchandise here to honor our brother George.
Excuse me?
8 minutes 46
8
seconds.
minutes and 46. I'm sorry, it's covered up over here. It's right there.
We don't need a revolution.
Thank you, and God bless you.
Yeah, thank you so much. God bless you.
We got
too.
it all typed out. So
All right, y'all have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you.
Say his name.
George Floyd!
Don't play with it. Say his name.
George Floyd!
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 Put your fist up in the air for a reminder. Let's not forget why we here, folks. This is not a game. No. This is not a sham. This is not a joke. This is not a tourist attraction. This is not a space where you bring your friends and show up and take photos. When you come here, if your hands are out, pick up something. Donate something. Give something. Do something. Say his name.
George Floyd!
Say his name.
George Floyd!
Say his name.
George Floyd!
We're peaceful out here, and this is exactly how it was supposed to be. I'm going to say it again. I don't need a mic to have peace. The fact that you all are here right now, you know why you're here. Right?
Yes!
Right?
Yes!
Say his name.
George Floyd!
Say his name.
George Floyd!
Put your fist up for a reminder. George Floyd. I had some very powerful people pray on me just now. Anytime before I speak to y'all, I get prayed on. I'm not here for me. The neighborhood owns this. They want to open up Cup Foods today. Not happening.
Say that shit.
Say his name.
George Floyd!
Say his name.
George Floyd!
Say his name.
George Floyd!
Let's not forget why we are here. With a fist up for a reminder. Thank you to all the volunteers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to all the community members. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to the media for giving us the right platform and having the courage to do it right. We know y'all risking your careers being down here, sir. We know that. But thank you for having the balls to do it right. NBC, I know y'all. I love y'all. Thank y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for telling the story right. We are not monsters. We are Americans. We earned it.
That's right.
Say his name.
George Floyd!
Say his name.
George
A
Floyd!
whole bunch of elder black folks that did this before me. So
That's
all
right.
I'm doing is paying my dues.
That's right.
Mayor Ozak.
That's
George Floyd! George Floyd!
Reminder.
thank you, little bro.
Thank you.
Ladies, ladies, you need to say what strength looks like right there. Fellas, you need to see
So why don't you show it? Let me show the plate to the team.
right there.
Okay.
George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd!
I love you with every ounce of my soul, but I'm speaking to you from my heart. The community requests that when you come down here, you know what you're down here for. Say his name.
George Floyd!
Say his name.
George Floyd!
We cannot, we shall not, and we will not forget that. This here
zero. The world is watching ground zero. Look at what ground zero did to the world. Understand that. When you are here, treat it like you would treat a 50-carat diamond ring. You're not gonna lose it. You're gonna know where it is at all times. So let's start treating this like a 50-carat diamond. Everybody here within these grounds gotta shine it up. And if you're not here to shine it up, including you media, go home now. Saying to the people, the neighborhood asked me to deliver this message.
Thank you.
When you are here on these grounds, say his name. George Floyd! Say his name. George Floyd! Daniel, anything out here, if you don't say his name, you will be escorted out. Say his name.
George Floyd!
Put your fist up last time for a reminder. Easy to join the party. Hard to construct a building. We are constructors. Nothing more, nothing less. Say his name.
George Floyd! Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Amen. The community has spoken. They've asked him to be a voice here for the local community, and he has spoken out clearly and concisely exactly what their wishes are, what their expectations are. I'm gonna go ahead and head back, guys. Just wanted to come here for an hour and share this time with all of you. So I thank you. I thank you for watching from all across the country. And I know that you're locking hearts with us just as we're locking hearts with you. So we thank you very much. Be encouraged. Keep praying for George Floyd's family and his loved ones. Together we can, and together we will. Stay encouraged. Stay focused. Until next time, you guys. I love you. Ciao.
No to xenophobia. No to killings. No to all sorts of evil vices. And yes to Black Lives Matter.